Hey, what's going on, everyone? Just want to do a quick bonus footage here for a knife that I'm actually going to be sending back to Recon 1 and is going to be taking a long trip to Russia, actually. I picked up in a trade. This is a Quantum Ursus NL, so it kind of constitutes a Shirogorov's kind of lower end knives. So if you would call it like a budget Shirogorov, it's running single row bearings, so it's not the multi-row or anything like that. It's kind of the entry level Shirogorov, but I liked it because the size. I thought that it was a lot bigger than my Neon NL, and someone that I was trading with had it, and I thought, oh, I'll take it for a rip. And immediately when I got it, compared to my other Shiros, the flipper tab, like the action, was just like absolutely kind of ridiculous. Like usually you just put a little bit of pressure and it flies open. With this one, I almost like for a while had to wear like a glove to try to break the action in to where it would, like cut loose. I don't know. I can't really tell you how much pressure I'm putting on this, but in order to get it to release, you really got to get after it. And I don't know if you can see my finger there, but I actually ended up developing like a blister, and then I found working the action, I almost had to pull the blade out in order to overcome the detent right here. And that's not to say I didn't try to take it apart or anything like that. I'll post a picture that I took of this thing apart, and I probably took it apart 3 different times that day. As you can see there, you got the bearings, the bearing tray. It's completely apart. Put it back together. Still could not get this flipper tab to just give me some relief as far as firing it. So I thought it was kind of interesting. I ended up contacting Recon 1. Luckily, I got this from a friend of mine, so he, was able to provide me the receipt for it. They ended up running the serial number with their sale list of what they sold to make sure this thing was legit. I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to waste anybody's time, but ended up getting an RMA for it, and they actually told me that Recon 1 is flying someone to the Shirogorov factory in Russia in July, and they will be taking this knife with them. And I'm hoping, because I do like this knife. It's just funny to me that you think, oh, budget Shirogorov, and that's kind of an oxymoron here. The MSRP of this is still $650 without tax, and in taking it apart, I was just like, wow. It's pretty simple. It's a plain Jane version, and so I'm looking forward to reviewing this when I get it back. I just kind of wanted to show everybody what it looked like prior to then, just because I do have this one coming, and unfortunately I do like it. It's just unfortunate that I have to send it back. So certainly more to follow with that. I'll let you know what, if anything, I'm able to find out once this thing gets over to the Russian Federation. I know that they're pretty busy over there, and I don't know, it's kind of weird that they're flying someone there to the factory, but all politics aside, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to getting to the bottom of this. So, I'd love to know your comments on this. Does anyone have experience with this Quantum Ursus? I know the regular Quantum is very popular, and it's a beautiful knife. I've heard, comparing this kind of budget version to the real Quantum, everyone says, oh, the real Quantum is the bee's knees, and maybe I'll pick one up someday, but I kind of wanted to get into it at a lower price point, just so that I wouldn't feel so bad about using this thing. But as you can see, like this thing's crazy. Sometimes it fires pretty good, then other times I'm sitting here like, oh man, when is this thing gonna go off? And it's tearing up my finger. So more to follow with this one. And coming up, as far as knife reviews go, I actually just recently picked up a Quiet Carry Drift, which made its debut in the last video that I posted of that Tad Dauntless Mini. But I'm really looking forward to reviewing this one. I've heard a lot of really great things, and I've carried it just one day so far, and I'm really impressed. So some more to follow with that. Any questions, comments, or concerns, please put them below, and thanks for tuning in.